I'll see you in court. We've all heard that, right? Hi guys, welcome back here to the channel. And in today's video, I'd like to talk to you about why I'll see you in court might not be the best option for every case. In fact, I think for most cases, going to court is probably not the answer. But let me explain. Basically, there's three things that a client and his legal team should consider very carefully before they start any legal proceedings, at least in my view. Now, the first thing is the time it will take for the matter to be channeled through the courts. Now, guys, obviously it depends on the circumstances. I mean, for some cases, it can take very quickly to get an outcome. But for some cases, it can take very long before you get a final outcome or final decision on the matter. And so one needs to think very carefully about that before you start a legal process. Now, I want to give you this example of a case that I dealt with when I was at my previous firm. And it was actually fun for me to go look up the case again and to read the judgment. It brought back nice memories. But let me not digress. The timeline I want to highlight for you in that case. Incident that caused the loss to our client happened in 2002, right? Then our client commenced legal proceedings in 2004, right? And then the trial of those proceedings started in 2007, right? And then the trial was completed and we got judgment in 2011. So that's 9 years, guys, since our client suffered the loss till we got our judgment. And it's 7 years after legal proceedings was commenced. But wait, there's more. In this case, the first judgment went against us. So we had to appeal to see if we can get a better outcome for our clients, which ultimately we did, and that was in 2013. So in other words, 2 years after the initial decision. So now that's not all cases, of course, will go like that. And in fact, in that case, there were some unique circumstances as to why the trial took about 5 to 6 years. But the point is simply this. One needs to be careful when you start legal proceedings, and you need to be aware of the fact that certain cases can take a long time before it gets to a final outcome. Now, the second thing, guys, that needs to be considered carefully when it comes before one institutes legal proceedings is, of course, the costs, right? Litigation is an expensive exercise. Guys, lawyers charge per hour and per day when it comes to days in court and court preparation and so on. So costs can run up very quickly. So you got to make sure that what you're fighting about is worth spending that much time in legal fees. I mean, take a simple example. If your claim is for R500,000 and it's going to cost you R1,000,000 to run that case, it doesn't make sense, obviously, financially for you to be in court to resolve a case like that. That brings me then to the third factor that should be considered very carefully before going to court, and that is the unpredictability of litigation. Now, guys, here, obviously, you must make sure that you've got merits, but let me tell you, I've seen cases where you have a slam dunk case, but you still lose, you see, and vice versa. You might have a bad case, but you still win. So there's many factors that can influence how your case ultimately gets decided. Things like your legal team, I mean, are they on it in terms of how they deal with the case and the preparation, and is your counsel on it on the day of argument, things like that. Your witnesses, are they playing ball? The judge, is the judge following the arguments? Is the judge understanding the arguments? All these things can play an impact in what happens to your case in terms of success. So the litigation process can be very unpredictable. There's no certainties when it comes to litigation. So that is another thing that has to be considered carefully before you go to court with your legal battle. Now, guys, those are the key things I wanted to highlight today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you back here next time, and until then, take care and cheers for now.